do play an issue here, but I'm just starting to think, and believe me when I say that the job that has been done to put this tournament on is absolutely incredible. It really, really is. But I don't think these players will be used to some of the positions of the electric screens, and it's the same for everybody. Absolutely, it is the same for everybody. So I just feel that maybe on some occasions there are going to be lights in certain positions, and the players are just going to have to get on with it. You can see that there. I mean, it looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and players are just going to have to get used to it. This is it. It feels like a game in the Ferocia Kotla. The Chepauk Stadium there in Chennai, the atmosphere, the efforts that have gone to put this tournament together have been monumental. So the players are just going to have to get used to it, but I think we may also have to just get used to the occasional catch going down.
The truth is, he didn't quite watch it into his hands, but because it was hit firmly, his eyes didn't follow it 10 foot away.
मैं आप सबको मोक्ष की राह पर लेके जाऊंगा।
He's not a god man. He's con man.
भ्रष्टाचार तो हुआ ही है, साथ में हत्या भी हुई है।
एक बार जो आश्रम आ गया ना, तो यू टर्न तो ना आए कोई।
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जानना। Download the app now.
Good men to come. Duplessis, Cohen, Ekwe, Jadeja, Domi, Jadar, don't forget Kiddo Jadar. I mean, good striker. I'd be very interested to see what order they come in tonight. I can't imagine Domi won't come a little higher. Quite know with MS, a man of his own mind for sure. Flatweights on the back of some good ball striking in the second half of his innings the other night against the Rajasthan Royals. He played well in the first game too, taking CSK over the line. 4. Thickish inside edge, that's all, as Avesh comes into the attack. Watson wants a piece of it. Badly needed this, even though it was not totally convincing right from the middle of the bat. He needed to get some runs at the very first ball of the over. Too many dot balls would create pressure. Even somebody of the experience of Shane Watson. Horrible way for a bowler to start. Avish Khan's first delivery going for 4. We're well into this Cred power play, and remember fans, you can win by using the Cred app during the power plays. One lucky fan could get featured in the Dream 11 IPL and get handsomely rewarded on the Cred app, so it's worth having a crack at. It's almost like the calm before a storm here, isn't it? It's like the players are jousting with each other. 14 for no wicket, even a 4th over. Target is, what is it, further 162 at a rate of 9 3/4, so you know, you don't want to get further away from you than this.
The comeback here for the Chennai Super Kings when they won the finals. Watson first did this, didn't get to many. Just took his time to play himself in. We talked about the way that the Delhi Capitals started their innings and how respectful they were. And then Shikhar Dhawan and could be sure the man on the screen really took it to the cleaners. They had 36 without loss after the power play, and then they amassed a pretty decent total. They had 52 runs in the 4 overs that followed that. So maybe that's what CSK are looking to do here. We saw RCB chasing last night. They lost wickets in clusters. CSK have not done it this evening. Starting slowly, building momentum, wanting to get the win.
Missing the services of Ambati Rayudu, somebody like Ambati Rayudu to come. Then you play with a lot more freedom. Rayudu was very good against the spinners, so in the middle overs he's more than useful. Didn't play too many games last year, Vijay. Just needs one knock under his belt to get the confidence. He's got 100 in the IPL, Vijay, against Rajasthan Royals.
That's Shane Watson as we know him. Just pounds it over wide mid-on. He's been doing it for many years. That truly is an academy. Cracking six.
Now, the CSK fans will be saying, oh, Watson's got one right in the middle of the bat. I think the way in which this over started, Watson getting a boundary. Now he's playing with a lot more freedom.
1,000 runs for CSK now. Shane Watson's ability to soak it up and then just explode is becoming legendary.
Last year he made a point. He's saying, I was failing and I was still getting chances. One thing the CSK like is loyalty. As long as you give you 100%, that's what counts.
Four gone then in the power play. It's 22 for no wicket.
इंसान से मंगाओ चाहे विज्ञान से, प्यास तो दोनों से मिलेगी ना। तो मैच टाइम पे प्यास उठाओ, स्प्राइट उठाओ। बाउंड्रीज बदल गई, बॉल बदल गई। फ्लैट बदल गए, शोर बदल गया, स्कोर बदल गया, अपना क्रिकेट बदल गया। अब उसे फॉलो करने का तरीका बदल देते हैं। cricket.com, cricket like never before.
For no loss. At the same time, Delhi were 27 for no loss. The good thing is, wicket-less CSK in this run chase. The good thing is, Shane Watson starting to show some Watto form. It was a cracking six, that's for sure. Just on that link. He's a powerhouse through that zone, down the ground, back live. Just trying to open himself up for that extra cover zone there, Vijay. But Watson had struggled for a long time. He didn't have a great pitch to bat on down there in Chennai last year, but as was mentioned by Shiva, he was stuck with. They showed faith. He'd been around. He's now scored over 1,000 runs for CSK. And then he pulls this one straight to the man. Hitmar takes it. Unlucky for Watson. Picked him out. Hit it well. Oh. Unlucky.
This will be a slow departure. Shane Watson not happy at the best of times when he gets out, but when you pick out the one man in the deep, and guess what? Akshay Patel has done the damage again.
Yes, for the sixth time, he's got Shane Watson out. He's happy, he's delighted. Shreyas Iyer also very happy. The Delhi Capitals captain, 14 to Watson, 23 for 1.
Come on, not easy, not easy.
मुझे सिर्फ आपका ही विकेट चाहिए। आउट
स्टेमिना बड़ा होगा, कोई चैलेंज बड़ा नहीं होगा। बूस्ट जो कि 3 गुना ज्यादा स्टेमिना। बूस्ट इज द सीक्रेट ऑफ एनर्जी।
Steady starter, he's not one that throws territory, give him 3.
Six for one. That was simulations.
Here's your chance to be part of a family like no other. Because we're celebrating 3 years of living the Jeep life. With festive benefits of up to 80,000 rupees for you. Join the Jeep life today.
मैं कर लेता हूँ आप तो ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ
Dream 11. Make your team now.
विराट सर
और कोई प्लेयर नहीं मिला?
मुझे सिर्फ आपका ही विकेट चाहिए।
चल बॉलिंग कर। जब स्टेमिना बड़ा होगा, कोई चैलेंज बड़ा नहीं होगा। बूस्ट जो कि 3 गुना ज्यादा स्टेमिना।
Boost is the secret of our energy.
He's still got a slip in place. He's got a ring through the offside. Fine leg, third man. And it is a wide down the leg side. So Nortje's got serious pace. We saw that the other night here in Dubai, consistently as well. All mid 140s, low 140s, can get up to high 140s. Good wheels, as they say.
He's got good wheels. I've seen a bit of him, and he improves. That's the other thing, almost match by match. Fastest so far in the tournament, on average. I don't know that he's necessarily bowled the fastest ball, though I wouldn't be surprised if he hadn't.
Can be used though. If you get it wrong, can be used, that pace.
That is into Faf du Plessis' sweet spot. He's got an unusual grip, Faf. The hands are slightly apart on the bat. With his bottom hand through the leg side, look, bang it goes.
And we were talking earlier on in the commentary, whether if you're playing for the same team for your country and you're facing each other in the nets, does it become easier for the batsman? You see that? It becomes a lot easier because they know.
I'm certain that I agree with that. Definitely benefits the batsman.
Probably amps up the competition, I'd say too. And again, so a man went out there, finally came up, the man went to deep square and he's able to cut it off for 2, but again, in a zone where Faf is just probably reading him because of this net play. So I think you make a really good point.
Yes, I think you play the bowler. The bowlers, of course, don't always go flat out in the nets. But you still see what tricks he has got. 9 runs short of 2,000 runs Faf du Plessis. And the kind of form he's been in the first 2 matches, he's batted quite superbly. And he's middling the ball here. And yes, you play against somebody in the nets regularly, you will play him a lot better in a match as well.
So, 2-leg side there. Nortje's got to get that line right. Faf du Plessis is right up the top there when it comes to the runs scored so far. So the match car roll has got that orange cap. Still has it, Faf not far behind. He's had a terrific start, but you're scoring runs and your side isn't losing, it won't be pleasing him as much as it would if he scores runs tonight and gets his side home. Yeah, it is unusual. There's not many batsmen in world cricket that have their hands apart on the grip. The technique is to put it together. This was against the Rajasthan Royals and enjoying the short boundaries at Sharjah. Just that added confidence. It's obviously a very flat deck there as well, but when you know you've got shorter boundaries, it's a
amazing how the mind opens up and you think, I can clear. Even a miss hit will probably clear the boundary rope. Just getting your hitting zones.
Slats with the bats and the muscles that they have. Any miss it is going to clear the boundary.
I've heard you were the most muscular in your day.
That's why the ball barely went past the 30-meter circle.
It's a short one.
Good stop by that really flew, almost like it must have bounced on the seat.
There we go. Just look at the guns. He's still got them. Flex, come on, flex. Was that one? Wasn't it? It's the beauty of you and I not being the tallest men, Sonny, in the batting. Those mad quicks, the short one. We could pull the whole alley. Should be out. Will be out. So the pace, we've seen a few of those balls that are dug in the right manner, surprise and slide onto the batsman. That dismissal we've seen a number of times so far.
One of the VJs is a victim here. 10 runs from 15 balls faced, and he can feel it. He can feel the opposition closing in on him. And it's claustrophobic, is that? You want to break out of it. And a force issue, you get it wrong. Well done, Mohamed Nukir. That is a battle won through quality fast bowling. 10 from Rolly VJ. It's 34 for 2.
Make sure you visit the Car Dekho app. Compare cars, check out expert reviews, get the best offers and discounts. Download the Car Dekho app today.
Gaikwad is the new batsman. And he was out there. We had the camera on him. He's helmet on, gloves on, feeling the nerves, feeling the energy from what is a winning dressing room. You've got to remember that in the history of the IPL, CSK have won 60% of their matches played. The highest percentage out of any other franchise. So the dressing room is pretty special to be a part of. But this run chase is a crucial one, I think, in the context of the next few games for them. Playing with confidence, knowing they can win. So Patel did a job. Now it's Mishra for the first time. Gaikwad on the strike. Gotta go. He's quick, isn't he? Faf went immediately.
He knew because Gaikwad had got out for a duck a couple of days ago. The first ball duck on his debut. So he wanted to get off the mark, so he's hit it to the fielder, but he wants to get off the mark.
Faf, you know what, Faf could barely believe he had to go, but he realised he had to go, and a direct hit might have done it. That was a nervous batsman if ever I saw one trying to get off the mark. Anyway, he's off the mark.
Oh well, he's got that one, that little one that does just settle the nerves slightly. It might have made Faf a little nervous though.
And now plenty of opportunities for him, Gaikwad, to create an impression. This was quick. And you could see that the ball has hit where the bat manufacturer's name is, so he really wasn't going to be able to get a lot of distance with it.
Yeah, that length was something that KP and I highlighted in the pitch report. We put the Hawkeye over the pitch, and up into this match, 9 dismissals, I should say, came from that short length. The most number of dismissals at this pitch, it was 9, when it's been used smartly, that short one, sliding on quickly to the batsman. does it go slow on?
Yeah, Amit Mishra is very, very competent bowler. A lot of IPL matches, but we talked a lot about the batting in the tournament. Good young leg spinners around, aren't there?
Well, we're seeing them dominate. We're seeing them dominate. And I was thinking that the spin will become more and more effective as these pitches slow, but already we're seeing leg spin taking good wickets time and time again.
Note the speed too. Shiva's just made the point. You know, he made the point earlier that the spinners were bowling too quick. But Amit Mishra, with his experience, last two balls 75 and 80. But spinners operating in the 90s. Now 7 gone, 37 for 2.
अच्छा, स्विगी शुरू?
सर, करोड़ों लोगों ने कर दिया है शुरू।
स्विगी पे करोड़ों लोग ऑर्डर कर चुके हैं लॉकडाउन के बाद। स्विगी, व्हाट अ स्कोर।
India's first and only
Dual platform FI technology from TVS. Eco Thrust FI, that AT FI.
जो दे 15% ज्यादा माइलेज।
Race tuned FI, that ARD FI.
जो दे better real throttle। हम बनाएं
जो आपका दिल जाए।
Plays his shots. You know, Dhoni's there. Where will he bat? Jadeja. There was pressure on this run chase, but there's pressure on this batting line-up. They've got to prove they can get home. Again, a toss one. Captain electing to chase. And always this talk about the dew factor. There's no doubt there's a little bit of dew out there. Talking to the groundsman again, he said, probably the first game in Abu Dhabi was a stronger dew than we've seen here. Patel's been turned around. And spin is working here for Delhi. It's got a bit of a groove going out there. There's no doubt they'll be feeling on top of things. So hit him. Got himself into an awkward position.
Has he run into his own grill?
I think he might have. And then he practices it. Nothing like keeping your eyes on the ball, Faf. Oh, on the grill.
As you do.
That is the original Dil scoop. Dilshan scoop. He was doing that off quick bowlers.
So 87 is the speed of Patel. Slowed up even more. 88 actually. It just looked like it had a little bit more flight to it though. Let's have another look at this. It hits him on the grill.
That's not the Dill scoop, it's the fat fluff.
Pretending to be the Dil scoop.
I like it, Nico. The fat fluff. We'll see if he can outdo himself in this innings. 11 from 9 he is. The rate required 11, so someone just needs to get things going. So it was at this point that Prithvi Shaw was putting his foot down. It's the end of the 8th. 41 for 2.
ब्रूनो जर्म्स फैलाए और मरीनो बैक्टीरिया से बचाए। मरीनो लैमिनेट्स ब्यूटीफुली स्ट्रॉन्ग।
That's one of the reasons why it didn't carry to Hetma and the deep. Just the Lemida partnership. Perfect time for you to come into the commentary box sheet with the leg spinner on, and then noticing the speeds that are very different to the likes of Jadeja. In the first 20 overs were very quick.
Something I mentioned, when you bowl quicker through the air, on a good surface, the ball's going to skid and come straight. So very easy for the batsman to pick the line. That's a beauty, that. He's very, very experienced, Mishra. He will mix his pace up. Just short of Henrik Norke in the deep. I thought you were a little too fine for a leg spinner. For a leg spinner, you need to be a little squarer. For the ball turning into the batsman, you need to be finer. So the ball turning away from the batsman, you need to be more to your left, the fielder. Really well bowled. So crucial at this stage of the game. 87 Ks again. Keep going on like a parrot. But Jadeja and Piyush Chawla bowling very quick. I'll have to do something about that. Now short fine leg and the deep square moves a lot squarer, which is much better. That's the kind of field placing you like, Siva. Oh, playing it too early. Hesitation. Eventually, they get through for the single.
There was a lot of cheering going on out there. There's a lot of talk from the Delhi Capitals. They feel on top. They feel there's something happening. There's certainly something happening with Shikhar Dhawan's glasses. He's on the Swiss Alps.
Another excellent over from Amit Mishra. 9 overs bowled, 44 for 2. It's time for the umpire, Ananta Padmanabhan, to call a CTI strategic timeout.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे जाके टीम बनाइए।
Dream 11. Make your team now.
India's only door with superior sound insulation and energy efficiency. Durador. Fit it, forget it.
नरगिस मुझे वापस घर आना है समीर
नरगिस मेरी बीवी को ढूंढने में मेरी मदद करती है
New phone? Is it strong enough to withstand the Master Chef? Or the Nature Lover? It's iPhone 11, but wait a minute. What about Skater Boy? It's not just good, it's amazing.
भेज दिया उसको हिसाब।
भाई खत आउट करो, खाता बुक डाउनलोड करो, ये ऑटोमेटिकली हिसाब करे, उधर ही वापस लाए फटाफट। खाता बुक, बिजनेस हुआ इजी।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Late one night, a family after night stepped out for a bite. They looked sugar, just like white, but only they did not guess. It was all made of
See it as a strategic timeout. The original asking rate
indeed. Now it's gone to 12.
Yeah, just to give you an understanding what Shaw did in that opening innings was that the power play run-wise were very similar after the 6 overs, but 2 wickets down CSK. But Shaw put his foot down after that. Delhi was 73 for no loss at this same point. So there was a real distinct acceleration.
Oh, could be trouble at the non-striker's end. He's gone upstairs, and I think Rituraj Gaikwad might be just a few inches short of the crease.
Yeah. Third umpire to director. Referral for run out. Show me your best angle, please. Go back till the leg comes. Yeah. It's fine. Fine. Collect the ball. Take. Yeah, happy. Freeze it. Just freeze it little back. I'm happy, director. I made my decision.
This is what happens when there is pressure. Chennai Super Kings losing another wicket. Gaikwad was sent up the order to get some quick runs. And when there is hesitation, this is what happens. Got to trust your partner. When in doubt, it's say no.
There really was no run in it because the ball had barely gone a few yards away. So Gaikwad, well, second time he's found way short of his crease. Run out for 5, it's 44 for 3.
Before you buy a new car, make sure you visit the Car Dekho app. Compare cars, check out expert reviews, get the best offers and discounts. Download the Car Dekho app today.
Kedar Jadhav, new man in. Be at the non-strikers in.
It's a lovely line that Akshat Patel is bowling. From a little wide of the crease, angling the ball onto the pads.
Pressure on CSK. I think it has to be Dhoni's night. He's not come in a little bit sooner. I know we keep talking about it, but all the CSK fans want to see him come out sooner rather than later. They'd like this partnership to knock off the runs, I know that, but at this stage we're just wondering why we haven't seen him back sooner or earlier. He's been giving youngsters opportunity. He's saying that there's always a side that's developing. But it's another run out for the youngster. It was really unfortunate. Setback. Big turn and just wasn't quick enough. He committed too far down the pitch and a good effort. Where are the runs coming from?
Good work. Extremely well done by Rishabh Pant, throwing off balance. Took a little bit of time, Akshat Patel, to get the bails off.
The ball didn't travel to him. Bounced a couple of times before it came to him. Not easy for the wicketkeeper to throw with the inner gloves. Nicely played. Delicate late cut. If they run fast, they could get 3. No, don't want another run out. It's 47 for 3 after 10.
क्या कर रहा है? ओपनिंग करने जा रहा हूँ। हैं? ओपनर ना? ये बैट किसका है? बैट तो तेरा है यार। तो किसका बैट? उसकी बैटिंग। चल ज्यादा पैंटम मत बन, चल तो फील्डिंग कर। ड्रीम 11
खरीदी है डिक्सी स्कॉट। इसके इलास्टिक में है स्पैंडेक्स जो टिके लंबे समय तक। डिक्सी स्कॉट fully fantastic.
A really good spin. 2 over 6 dot balls and just the 6 runs. 10 overs, just the 47 on the board. Starts with the googly, which is the virtual guest box. Sponsor representative enjoying the match from afar and still loving the excitement and the drama that the Dream 11 IPL provides. Enjoyment time after 5 long months.
That's for sure. Aren't we all loving it? This is the greatest T20 tournament of all time. Year on year, there's just no doubt about it. And obviously, it's been shifted later in the year. The fact that we are here and we've got another edition is just brilliant. And congrats to everyone for the organisation and getting everything looking so magnificent.
That's what you need against the leg spinners who can turn the ball both ways. Just get to the pitch of the ball. See Mishra right at the bottom, 82.4 is his average speed. Then look at the likes of Akshar Patel, Jadeja and Chawla. Jadeja being the quickest, 4 overs 44.
And if it's a pitch where there's not much turn in it, then that kind of speed is actually very good for the batsman. The ball comes onto the bat that much quicker.
So when you bowl slow through the air, there is a chance for the ball to spin more because it has more time in the air, and that way there is a chance that it might get a little bit of turn. Too full, but he gets the sweep shot nicely.
They're in a good position here, Delhi, because they've got Rabada with 3 overs remaining. And Chawla went for 8.25 and over. 11 overs, Jadeja. Over to you, Shiv.
Beautiful unacademy run from the West using the crease. That was the slider from the front of the hand. It does have a lot of variations, the leg breaks. But for you to be successful as a spinner, you've got to turn the ball both ways. At this stage, 53 for 3.
अरे माही अब रिटायर हो गया तब जाके टाइम मिला हमारे साथ खेलने का। मेरे रिटायरमेंट की बहुत फिक्र है तुम लोगों को। हर किसी को अपने रिटायरमेंट की फिक्र होती है, मुझे शायद नहीं होगी। मैंने फिक्र नहीं, तैयारी की है म्यूचुअल फंड्स के साथ। क्रिकेटर्स को पैसे दे दो तो वो कुछ भी कह देते हैं। पैसे दिए इसलिए नहीं, मैंने अपने पैसे परसों से म्यूचुअल फंड्स पे इन्वेस्ट किए, इसलिए कह रहा हूँ रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Excellent achievement by France to Du Plessis. Over 2,000 runs in IPL. Still got an important part to play in this match. Avesh Khan, a little expensive in his first over. There's a boundary and a 6 hit by Shane Watson. Very good bowling lineups, lads.
It certainly is. Well, it's a good bowling lineup, and there is an excellent bowling coach, part of the coaching team. Brian Harris is on the boundary rope. G'day, Brian. You must be extremely happy with how the bowling's going. He's thrilled. just occasionally there is a technical issue, not very often with our fabulous production.
Is it that you two don't get along?
I didn't think we had any bad miss? No, there's not too many weak links tonight in this bowling attack. What has been extraordinary is just the difference in the spinning. The slowness that you keep pointing out from the Delhi spinners, Shiv, has made such a difference to the batsman having to impart so much more pace on the ball. And you made the point with the quicker spinning of Jadeja, Chawla at times, was that you had pace to use as a batsman.
Has he found the gap? Yes. Duplessis and CSK need a lot more boundaries. It's just a 4th-4, apart from the 1-6.
Yeah, just a big bottom hand shot. He gets away with it though.
The second time he's gone for a boundary at the inside edge. Avish Khan. It's a bit tough on the bowlers, isn't it? Puts it down. Unbelievable this.
Well, that's the one where Watson in the dressing shed said, why didn't he put mine down? He charged it and he made good ground. He's got good hands.
But I think he got into too much. It's whether to catch it with the fingers pointing up or the fingers pointing down. Look at him. He's come there, he's thinking, how do I see and see? It was neither here nor there. He thinks he should be catching it with his fingers up, then he's in two minds. It's a bad miss. They're racing. I should have taken it that way.
It was a bit of a stutter as well as he came towards the ball. You've got to be totally balanced.
Well, he's taken some good ones out there. I remember the other night, Agarwal, when he was the only man out there and he took a blinder. But he got himself there. He almost just came in a little bit too close to it. One step closer, he's got fingers to the sky. One step back, he's got the fingers down, and it would have been more comfortable.
Will he look for two? Kedar Jadhav? No, can't get it. Fellow is bowled 60 for 3.
कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम्स में आज खेलेंगे कमीशन का अटैक। तेरी अफोर्डेबल इंश्योरेंस की ओर लपक पड़े खिलाड़ी, आधे नंगू चंगू मंगू, और ये चली कमीशन की गोली और बंद कर दी सबकी बोली। ओहो, इन्होंने तो एगो चूज किया, स्मार्ट बॉय। यूज किया जीरो कमीशन का जेट पावर और बत्तीसी का प्रदर्शन करते हुए सीधे पहुंचे इंश्योरेंस के टावर। कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम्स में मत फंसिए, डायरेक्ट एको पे आइए, पैसे बचाइए। कार इंश्योरेंस, डायरेक्ट एको।
खुशबू ऐसी चलती जाए
कि गुड बाय ना हो पाए।
Fragrances that stay for long from Engage.
Mishra, Adesh.
For running sixes, wickets, catches. Remember, if you pick those players as captain, they score double.
Duplessis down the wicket. Is he going to get a boundary? Needs to take some risks. CSK need to get on with it. And it goes for 4.
And the glasses haven't come off, KP. Check it out. Well, there are similarities here to the run chase against Rajasthan Royals, where needed Faf Duplessis to hit the accelerator a little earlier than he did, and he needed better support at the other end.
Still waiting for Sam Curran and MS Dhoni. It's a lot to do. It really is. A rate of 14 and a half and over from here. Wow.
Trajectory of the ball and the slowness of the ball. Fielder was confused because of the slowness of the ball and more time in the air. There was drop on the ball. So you bowl quicker through the air and flat. Nothing's going to happen.
And that's exactly what we talk about, huh? Chahal does it well. Does it very, very well. He's one of the very few in this tournament that actually bowls it incredibly slow and outfoxes the batters.
And Chahal has changed his line. Usually leg stump, but this year he's bowling off stump. So his googlies also become a lot more potent.
There's only been 3 unacademy cracking sixes in this fixture so far.
Right, Faf du Plessis goes to the top of that list. Orange cap time. 160 runs, 3 innings. Been on the winning side once, the losing side once. What does it be tonight? He's going to have to play a spectacular hand here, I think, if they're going to get over the line. Don't forget Rabada has plenty to bowl. A bit of luck goes Faf du Plessis. Faf's away on this occasion, I should say. It's just that urgency at the top of the order that's missing, I think. Anyway, 13 have gone, 71 for 3. And it looks as if it's, it is. It's timeout time. Plenty for CSK to think about. It's the Sia Tire strategic timeout.
मैं कर लेता हूँ यार आप जाके ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ ना
Dream 11. Make your team now.
क्या ढूंढ रहे हो?
हाँ वो प्याज
प्याज या प्याज
घर पे किंगफिशर वाह क्या प्लान है
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I love working with you.
In short, you are screwed.
What does being big mean for a sumo wrestler? To be as stable as a rock, yet agile with every move. To be as strong as a mountain, using size to his advantage. Because size matters. Invest in Sundaram Blue Chip Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
करोड़ों लोगों का भरोसा है माइक्रोटेक। माइक्रोटेक 16 प्रोडक्ट से आपकी जिंदगी में नई रंग भर रहा है। माइक्रोटेक।
Total of all that is 71 for 3 in reply to 175 for 3 on a pitch that's a little slower than yesterday's, and now in a situation that Avish Khan will bowl to Yadav, I should say. And he's got to get a wriggle on. Like that. What a shot that is. Forearms. KP might have done it off the front foot. Kedar Jadhav is not as tall as you, KP.
But he is some player. I mean, look at the risks there. Unbelievable connection and just the pace of the ball of the bat. Oh, it's a pleasure to watch these guys play the game the way they're playing it now. Just a little shimmy across the stumps on his back foot.
A little bit. Was there a little bit of Sachin in that shot? The back foot.
Not comparing two men of Indian cricket.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that. Just it's a gift to do it.
I mean, Tendulkar and Gavaskar are gods of Indian cricket. So I don't compare the two of them to anybody, especially Mr. Gavaskar.
It wasn't a comparison. It was just it looked a bit similar to one or two strokes that Sachin has played off the back foot through in wicket. That's all. Anyway, the next ball was a dot ball, so it's only worth 2. Really. The rate has already gone up again. And oh yes, just she might have just gone through the fingers, I think.
And one thing about Kedar Jadhav is that he may not look like he's the biggest guy in the world and that he's going to hit the biggest sixes. But the one thing he does have is he does have the wonderful talent of being able to place the ball where there aren't any fielders. He's just picking gaps now. He's not hitting the big sixes, but he's picking gaps. And he's getting the boundaries.
And these are big boundaries, so you will not get too many sixes, just the 3 sixes in the first innings. So very important to target big gaps more than take the aerial route.
And that is safe as well. Well, it's clear that Fleming has said you've got to put your skates on because there's really nothing to be said for knocking the ball around here. It's all or nothing, boys.
The asking rate is 15 during the timeout. They've got to keep up with the required rate, not leave too many and have a discussion about Mahendra Singh Dhoni tomorrow.
Must be a wide. Yeah, it has to be when it goes down the leg side like that. Richard Illingworth, the umpire, just gave it a moment's thought. At some stage, Shiva, they're going to need a couple of big overs, aren't they? You know, a 24, a 26, that kind of thing, just to drag this back because the rate is still touching on 15. Even with all the shots being played this over, 4.42 wide. So we've had 11 from the over so far.
It's certainly very, very important to take the attack to the bowler and keep him thinking.
Super Kings top of the list at the moment. This is really, you know, the spirit of the game thing that the IPL endorsed and looked after as soon as it began in 2008. Respect for cricket, respect for yourself, your opponent, for the game. 83 for 3.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बना लो।
Dream 11, make your team now. ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Being given very little to hit in that area he likes over mid-on, wide mid-on. So he's having to invent, and it doesn't come as naturally to him as to others. It was all based really on a good start. Prithvi Shaw with 64, Shikhar Dhawan with 35, and then at the end a little flurry from Rishabh Pant, particularly through and over extra cover. Second to watch. 175 for 3, we figured was just above par. And then the Chennai Super Kings 14 overs gone now, 84 for 3. So a lot to do. 15.3 and over with KG Rabada coming back into the attack. It ain't getting any easier.
No, it's not getting any easier. Absolutely not. Nortje's got 2 left. You've got 2 South African fast bowlers who could run in and close this game out for the Delhi Capitals. Du Plessis goes over mid-wicket. He goes over mid-wicket well.
Well, this has to continue for the Chennai Super Kings. Du Plessis take on Rabada. Right till the very end. He's the set batsman. And he needs to do the bulk of the scoring right now. He's had a good tournament so far.
I don't think KG will make that mistake again. That's bowling into fast slot. He's a very good attacker of length. Back over the bowler's head, round to mid-wicket in the pick-up area. Plath has a chance, not an easy job to be the Dream 11 game changer of the match. He's already notching up the fantasy points, and who's to say he won't head up that. That man, that Dream 11 changer of the match, we'll find out.